Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I told you many times that the foreign minister of Germany, she's a below 86 IQ, and she's an amateur, and she's an infantile. And I heard a lot of people saying, well, how come she's where she's at? Well, you tell me. Today I have another example coming from her mouth, again, that she is what I said she is. And she just makes a little claim which is so dumb that it's hard to come back from it. So let's see what happened here. This is an article from Sputnik, and this from today, the 18th of February 2023. Baerbock's full circle. So German foreign minister says Putin should do a 360-degree turn. So this is the foreign minister of Germany. She thinks she meant 180 or maybe 90, but she said 360. So it says quite a few social media users made fun of Baerbock online after she apparently, it's not apparently, because I have the video here, failed to realize that what would it mean to change by 360 degrees? A pirouette, my dear. Now, German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock has demonstrated her grasp of geometry while attending the Munich Security Conference this week. When asked by the moderator during a panel discussion whether there is a chance that Ukraine will be safe if Vladimir Putin remains as Russia's president, Baerbock gave a rather strange answer. Stupid, I might add. And I'm quoting, if he does not change by 360 degrees? No, she said in English. Okay, here it is. And this is an example from Twitter. Here it is.
You have been asked before, but I would still like to hear your answer. Is there any chance of Ukraine being safe in the long term if Vladimir Putin is still leading Russia?
If he doesn't change by 360 degrees? No.
But
all right, so you have it from her mouth. Now the thing is, have you heard anybody laughing in the audience? I haven't. Why not? Before she answered, did you see her body language? How she put one leg across the other one and she got ready to tell us how things are on the planet. Did you see her? This is all show, no substance. No substance, just, how to put it, rapping, that's all. It is, as I said before, she is an amateur. But she's over there. I don't know what kind of principles were used for her to get that position. I don't want to guess. But it seems like she might have the looks for that. But hey, anyway, she is the foreign minister of Deutschland, right? Of the great German nation. This person, I called her out maybe in March last year when she opened her mouth. First time when I first heard her, I was like, she's just an amateur. She's a loud mouth with nothing else. Now remember, she's a foreign minister. I will just give you a little list of what a foreign minister should master being over there. First, it must be smart, intelligent. That means has to have some kind of, makeup. Secondly, she has to be knowledgeable in geography. In geography, you have to know what's north, south, east, west. You have to know these kind of things. Then you have to know a little bit of, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 360 pirouette. And not only that, she has to know politics. She has to know countries, capitals of the countries, location on the planet, geopolitics. She has to know history. She has to know diplomacy. She at least has to read 1 or 3 books, good books. Not like that. And she is like, and I called Lizzie Truss another beauty. Lazy Lizard Truss, the former foreign minister of Great Britain, another fantastic country. Did you hear when she went and met Lavrov with the British ambassador over there? For me, that did it. I was like, she's Anyway, she's low. And she was the prime minister for what, 60 days or whatever, and now she wants back. It's between her, Boris Becker Johnson, and Maharishi Sunak. It's unbelievable. That great nation doesn't have anybody above 86 IQ. I don't know. So we remember when she went and met Lavrov in Moscow, and she took pictures in the Red Square over there, and she met Lavrov, and Lavrov said, okay, what do you think about, I can't remember what area he mentioned, Lavrov, but it's like he would say, what about Moscow? Should Moscow be Russian? And she said, well, Great Britain will never agree Moscow to be Russian, or something like that. And I can't remember exactly what region Lavrov mentioned, but she didn't know the region. So she immediately said, no, we will never agree that to be Russian. And then it was the British ambassador who said, excuse me, Miss Truss, hey, Bobo, that's been always Russian. What are you talking about? I said, okay, she doesn't know anything about it. She just has the ideology. No Russians, no nothing. That's it. The same with this little, how do you call it, pit bull. Just the same as, how do you call it, the Baltic states for me. And sometimes Poland. Poland at least, has what, 38, 39 million people. It's a big country, has a little bit of power. But the Baltic states, 5 million people all together, a big mouth all the time, challenging Russia. Again, go and pave your roads first, and then you come and talk to whomever. But they try to play a role, and they do, for the big boss. So here is Annadela Baerbock. Now, I tell you this, sometimes you know how much a person knows about certain subjects when they make a very, very basic mistake. I remember when I was learning English in high school, and I had this teacher, his name was, I think, Ricky Dandel, and he was a musician as well, and blah, blah, blah. The Romanians know about him. And this guy said, he was speaking German, he was speaking English, and he said, no matter how much, how you master as a, like I come to the United States, I make mistakes, grammar mistakes, have a thick accent, and so on. So that my English is not my first language. I don't have to say more than 2 or 3 words, and But a person who, let's say, practices, as this teacher said, you can practice the accent, try, the pronunciation as much as you want. Let's say there's no difference between you and the other person's accent. But he said, you will make one mistake, one grammar mistake, basic mistake, that they will understand that it can't be done, this mistake cannot be made by a native speaking, English speaking person. And they will figure it out, that's your second language. And nowadays, you can say, well, it's slang or something, but then, like, let's say you say, I does very good, or he do very good. The third person, singular, if you don't do that, they say, what is going on with this? You don't put the right, I does something, no, I do something, or he, she, it, does, but you say he do something. I understand now that we have people that think they're cool saying that, butchering English language, but nevertheless, the same here. You understand how much this person knows if this is a basic thing about life. 360 degree. I'm surprised she didn't say 365 degree. Make it a whole year. It's the same thing for her, I guess. And remember, what's more surprising is that nobody laughed. Nobody said, get the hell out of here. I don't even know anything about it. You stay over there. And she put her leg over there. And let me tell you now, it's my turn. Oh my God. How much arrogance. Nobody on the panel said, hey, excuse me, miss. And I didn't hear her saying, 180 degree or something that would... Maybe it was after that. But to come and the other one just jumped in, the person who was asking questions. You hear that immediately jumped in, so she covers the stupidity of this person. So you kind of forget about it and you get focused on the person's question. That's how you do it. Someone says something stupid and you want to save that person, you immediately change the subject, you intervene, and hey, you try to ask a question so you get people's mind off the stupidity of that person. That's exactly what happened over there. It was uncomfortable only for people who realized. I don't know if the people in the audience realized that she's a dumbass by saying that. Or Blinken was over there, so he was like, you were right, baby doll. So she was asked a global question. if Putin should come and go, and what Putin, she's doing the global foreign policy. She's involved over there. And she makes that. You can say, well, Emil, haven't you ever made a mistake? Well, I made mistakes, that's true, but I'm not going to say one. If someone asks me quickly, how much is 1 + 1? Anyway, she's involved in all that, and it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. And remember, the same is Liz Truss. She was the prime minister and foreign minister of a great country. The same is Blinken, I have no doubt. I heard him talk, and I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him. And yeah, these guys are the ones over there. You have Kamala Harris, another cuckoo head, and you have, what's his name? Come on. The one that's barely conscious. They just passed a medical test. Biden, another one. You get Olaf Scholz, he's not smart either. The only one that is really having something over there is what's his name? Emmanuel Macron. He's the only one, but he's weak. He's weak. How do I know he's weak? Because when he was called out by one weasel from Ukraine, which he didn't know what the hell were those a year ago, he called him out, why do you speak with Putin every day? He stopped talking to Putin. For about a month and a half or something like this, when he spoke with Scholz together with Putin. So it doesn't seem like he just got back to that. He was quiet for a month and a half because some weasel from Ukraine asked him, what do you have to talk to Putin every day? So when I heard that, I said, you're not the president of France. I don't know what you are. You are just a guy over there who's just saying certain things. That's all. That's all. So anyway, this is Annabella, and I can tell you another one. I can tell you is she the prime minister? I think she's the prime minister of prime minister or president? Of Finland, the little dancer, the tiny dancer. I can't remember her name. Marine. I can't remember. She's the prime minister or the president. I think she's a prime minister. You know, the 38-year-old dancer. Anyway, the same. Another. And you go to the other one in Australia, not Australia. New Zealand, they just quit. Oh my God, she was a tyrant on top of being, Jesus Christ. Only people like this. How come? I would like to have a Dr. Jai Shankar in my team. I would like to have a Lavrov in my team. I would like to have a Wang Yi in my team. I want to have definitely Peter Sziarto of Hungary. Please come over, Red Rover. Jesus Christ, we have only kindergarten level. You know, it makes me angry when I see these people over there in charge. It's like I play with all this. What am I at I don't know. If you know Arthur Schopenhauer, one of my favorite philosophers, he is a German philosopher, politically incorrect, I must add. Surprise. He said something about, going in life and dealing with people. And he said, you're going to feel like showing up in a situation in public, and you look at these guys and you might add, okay, so who am I dance? Who can I dance with? And you're at the ballroom or the party of the paralyzed people, and you want to dance with someone. You have nobody to dance with. I urge you to read that book. I mentioned it many times before. It is Life, Love, and Death. Arthur Schopenhauer, German philosopher. I think 17 something. I think beginning of 18 or something. So he was a smart guy, but politically incorrect nowadays. You can't tell the truth or whatever your opinion, not risking being out. So who am I dancing? And I'm all paralyzed. Same here. You go in a society and dealing with these people. Remember Jai Shankar, or imagine Jai Shankar showing up with Liz Truss, Baerbock, Blinken, the other one, Andalena, whatever, from New Zealand, the other guy, Marin, from Finland, all of them in front of him, and he's dealing with all this. Excuse me, do you have anybody I can speak with? Oh, they are the one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Takes his bag and gets up, out of there. So yes, this is the smart girl over here. Good luck. And she's in our team. Can we substitute her? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Dangerous. Stay strong, stay smart. Little knowledge is dangerous, okay? No knowledge or a lot of knowledge, but little knowledge, that's dangerous because they start thinking they know shit, like her. Let me tell you. Jesus. Smack. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.